Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another tier list thing. This is the first one on the channel where I'm by myself. Usually I have a school here, but I think I'm gonna do some more of these like random ones. So I finished Attack on Titan for the first time, I don't remember, like a week or two ago, something like that. I'm so bad with time, but anyway. This music is not fitting at all. But also, don't get mad at me if I don't remember characters' names. It's fucking music. Alright, so we're starting off strong with Eren Yeager, the main character. I've been going back and forth between three characters that I think are in GOAT tier. Eren is one of them. So we're just going to try to put people in the general tiers where I feel like they go, and then I'll like make the order make sense later. I can already see GOAT number 2, Erwin Smith. Love this fucking guy. Where's GOAT number 3? Ooh, can I spot GOAT number 3? There's probably more GOATs, I don't know. There's so many good characters in this show. If you want a review of the actual show, I would give it a 10 out of 10. And it's such a strong 10 that it makes shit like Jujutsu Kaisen, which I thought was like a 9.5, more like a, I don't know, it's like a 7. But I can't find the third GOAT, man. Maybe I'll just go down the list then. Alright, Reiner. I've been all over the place with this guy. I think I love him. I'm a huge fan of Reiner. From his struggle, like, in terms of every aspect of his struggle, really. I just empathize so much with this man. You wouldn't know it from the fucking music I decided to listen to. Is this Zeke? I think that's Zeke. I really like Zeke as well. I'm not sure how much compared to Reiner. I love everything about his character. Dude, everything about every character, really, but... Oh, wait, is this Armin? I think that's Armin. Dude, I'm like so sure this is... I'm like 95... Yeah, that's Armin. Why is his head cut off at the top? I didn't realize how much I like identified Armin from the roundness of the top of his head. So like you remove it, and I'm just like, it could be anyone. Armin, I don't like Armin as much as these characters. I don't know why. It's not. I like Armin, but just not as much as them. He's interesting. I enjoy watching his plans like come to fruition. His dynamic with Eren is like the later the show goes on, the better it gets. It's really fascinating to me how his grandparents were able to keep the book that had the ocean in it. Like, how the hell were they able to keep that without like the king executing them? Like, that's insane. Mikasa is a pretty strong S tier, I think. I liked her earlier in the show for sure. Later on, less so, and I can't really identify why. I guess because it like turns into the story kind of changes, and it goes more so into this song. Listening to this song is a mistake. It starts like exploring different topics rather than killing pure titans, and I think that's what she's the best at. So, and I love watching her do it. So I guess that's why I don't enjoy her as much in the later seasons. Also, the shorter hair. I don't like the shorter hair. I'm sorry, Annie. I don't know. I think she's a good character, but I don't really have much to say about her. Her situation with her father is very touching. Other than that, I don't really know. Her Titan design is neat. The fact that she is the first, like, I guess, Marleyan trader to... is she even the first? I don't remember. I think so. She's, like, the first one that's found out, and that's, like, pretty neat. Oh my god, is this... Who is this? Is this Sasha's dad? Who the fuck is this? Arthur Browse. Her name is Sasha Browse, right? That has to be Sasha's dad. I swear that's Sasha's dad. I love this man. top of A, if not low S. And we're doing order later, but yeah, I guess let's do a few that I know for sure right now. This song is so bad. The way he forgives Gabby is like beautiful. If everyone was like this man, humanity would be so awesome. Too bad they're not. Anyway, Barthold, do we get much about him? Like, much of a backstory about him? I think he's like the least explored of the shifters. I know he has a crush on Annie, and he's like kind of like not skittish, but he's more timid, and eventually he like works up the courage to do his duty, and it's like really cool to see. Also, I really like the Colossal Titan. The way the Colossal Titan, pretty much, it's like ranking the Colossal Titan in my brain for some reason is separate from him. They're the same person, so it's like, by that logic, at least I don't know. Do I like Armin more? I guess we'll figure that out later. I know he's an A. This is, I don't remember Aaron's mom's name, but this is Aaron's mom. I don't really know a whole lot about her. I love her line where like she's like, "Oh, why do people have to be compared to each other? Somebody is special." I just saw the goat. There he is. Levi is a goat. The goat 3, like one for all later, and see which one is my favorite. But for now, anyway, Aaron's mom has a really good line where she says that, "Oh, he's special because he was born like into this world," and that made me cry the first time I heard it, and that's really awesome. And I think she's like a B. Fortunately, I don't remember her name. This is Kenny's like one of his like officers or whatever that he's above. I don't really know anything about her. That she was not really explored much. I don't remember a single line from her. Maybe when I watch the show additional times, I will change my opinion. Who is this guy? Is this like the guy who was nice to like Falco? This is like the guy that was nice to Falco, right? Is this Falco's dad? Colt Grice. He looks very familiar. He vaguely resembles Rhina. I'm pretty sure this is the guy who was nice to Falco, and maybe is like older brother or father or something. I'm gonna go with older brother. I'm sorry, I'm cringe. I don't remember every detail yet. But, I don't know, I liked him. Strong B. Oh, not an A. Is this Connie? Who is this? Yeah, that's Connie. Connie Springer. I really enjoy him for... There's going to be 2 characters on here that are like 3 characters on here that are way higher because of their voices being in My Hero Academia, and I love their voices. So the voice actor for Connie in like the English VA for him is Bakugo, and I could not unhear it the whole show. Especially when he got mad, like it's like, hey, it's him, it's the mad lad. Which that's not fair, is it? Like, I'm not giving him credit just for how cool his voice sounds, right? Yeah, I mean, that's a factor. His voice sounds cool. I like his voice. As for his character, he's not the brightest, but he has a lot of heart and a lot of luck and skill. So he's, like, able to make it through the whole show, pretty much. And the whole like, plot with his mom being a Titan and him trying to save her by, like, sacrificing Falco, but then, like, when Armin is willing to sacrifice himself to save Falco and Connie's mom, and he like decides, no, fuck that, I guess my mom's staying a Titan, and he saves Armin and is like, never mind. Like, he has a change of heart. That's a really, really cool moment. He's entertaining. I like how he sounds, which boosts him to at least like there. We'll reevaluate that later. Okay, who is this man? He kind of looks like a... I don't know who this is. Daz? I don't remember Daz. Based on his ODM gear, he looks to be in the later seasons. He's also very unhappy about something. I don't think there are any D-tier characters in the show, so I'm just going to name this one I Forget. I'm sorry. I don't remember Daz. And who is this? Is this Petra? Who is this? Oh, that's Dina Fritz. Okay. I love that you can, like, do that. I can cheat. Dina is just kind of like... she's like... What's Aaron's father's name? I think it's Geisha. He's like she's Geisha's first wife. That they have Zeke together wherever he went. Yeah. And the fact that she's the smiling Titan is like the coolest thing about her character. And the second coolest thing about her character is the like fact that Eren punching her hand, like as when she's like the mindless Titan, like uses the Founder's power to command all the other Titans to like attack Reiner. That's so fucking sick. Probably like here. I really like Sasha's dad. Commander Pixis. I don't know, I like Pixis. He never really like went anywhere for me after his introduction, where he like is the one who believes in Eren and gives him a chance to like prove himself as a tool for humanity, a tool for their benefit. But that sounds negative, but it isn't, because he like starts off at like 9 out of 10 character, and he just kind of stays there. He's very consistently a very good character, but not because of any twists, not because of any... He's just a really good person, and a very smart person, a very good leader. He's just a good character. So I don't know, like, up here with like Connie, he's like about equivalent with Connie for me. Who is this man? Eldgin. I don't know who Eldgin is. Oh, I feel stupid. The green robe makes me... cape? Makes me think he's from like season 2 or something, which makes sense. The Owl. Is that his name Kruger? His name is Eren as well? That's interesting. The fact that this guy is undercover and he has to like take fingers from like his own people, even though he's on their side, so that nobody finds out that he's like a spy, is so fucking awesome. The name drops of Armin and Mikasa, like, even though he has no idea who they are because he has the Attack Titan, which can see like future holders' memories, is so cool. Man, like, this whole part of the story with him and Dina and like Geisha's whole backstory is just wild, fucking insane, and this guy was a huge part of that. The fact that they like something that I just remembered that's really funny that I don't know why they did was when he's like crushing the Marleyans, he like puts the guy above the camera frame so we don't see him get crushed. Even though later in the show, during the rumbling, we literally see like Abdul or whatever the child's name is get like turned into a like crepe. Why did they censor this guy murdering somebody? Anyway, another A tier, like, I don't know, around Armin Bertold. Is this Falco? Yeah, that's Falco. His last name is Grice, which this guy's image also is Grice. So yeah, I'm assuming this guy's his father/older brother. Has to be older brother. Falco, I enjoy. He's like... It's kind of touching. It's really sweet how he wants to become the new Armored Titan so that his crush Gabby doesn't have to. Even though she's a much better fit for it, he wants her to live a long life. He's a good person. Other than that, I don't really know. High B, low A. I like him and his brother about the same. Maybe him a little more. This is the son of that like merchant guy who got executed. Flegel Reeves. That's a cool name. Flegel. Kind of reminds me of Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. He's just kind of like this crying shitter, and then he has like a little character arc where he like becomes a decent leader in his father's place. And then we got Justin Bieber over here. I don't know where to put him. Oh, he's like C. He's pretty mediocre, I would say. Not a bad character. Again, there are no bad characters. I forget his name, but this guy is like Flock. Is it Flotch or Flock? This is like it kind of blew my mind. I'm a tad slow up here. I didn't realize that this was the same like cowardly guy from like the season 3, I think it was, where they were like sacrificing themselves. Erwin was like riding to his death with all the people, and Flock, I think, was with him, and he was like the cowardly guy. And he like goes on later to like inherit Erwin's mindset, but in like a totally twisted way, and I think that's really fascinating. Um, that being said, he's kind of a cock nugget, so I don't know how much. Like, I appreciate what his character's doing, and in terms of quality, and like he's doing his job. Like, it would be like an A, but I don't like him, so he's like, I don't know. I think he's better than these two. Who is this? Oh, this is like that royal lady who had the founding titan before Grisha stole it. Frida, yeah. And she's like visiting Historia, which is she's probably on here somewhere. Is that Historia? I can't tell. Looks like Ezreal or something. But yeah, she's like visiting. I like how I completely tuned out the fact that I'm listening to this shit ass song. But she was like visiting her younger sister Historia, and then like showing her cool shit, and then she would erase her memory and leave, which is, I think, the coolest thing about her character. Completely ass with the founding titan, loses to a doctor who didn't even want to like needed his own son from the future to come back in time and give him a pep talk in order to even like do anything, and she still lost. I don't know, unimpressive, uninteresting, don't really care, other than the part where she was like, it's pretty neat, I think, how she was like erasing Historia's memory. I like her about the same as something Reeves, I don't remember. Oh, is this King Fritz like the original King Fritz that like is the one who Emir was like kind of crushing on? I don't know if she crushed on him, but she like was his slave or whatever. Definitely seemed like there was a allegory between Emir and Fritz. Although the situations are completely different. Eren was like hoping Mikasa would say that she loved him and not like that he was family. And Emir was hoping that when she took the spear to like save Fritz, like, oh, he was gonna like say something other than like what he said, which is, I don't remember what exactly it was, but he was like, oh, only that's a spear? That's all it takes to kill you? Jesus, you're fucking useless. He's a monster, but I think he's like a perfect stand-in for humanity. Just a rotten to the core motherfucker who is just pure tribalism, pure expansion, pure corrupted official. And I don't know how I like him more than Flock, but I do. Alright, who is this guy? Is this Furlan Church? I don't know who Furlan Church is. Is that Gabby? That has to be Gabby. Yeah, that's Gabby. I don't know why, like, I guess the details in her hair are hard to make out from this image. Maybe I need to get a new, like, prescription or something. Can't see. I can't see the details on her hair. They're too small. So she kind of looks like Eren, but, like... Anyway. I hated Gabby for, like, 75% of the time she was on screen, but her character arc is honestly really good. And the more I sat on it, and like thought about it, like it's really cool to me how in Attack on Titan they have Eren become what he like despised, and that's shown multiple times, and one of those times is like Gabby's home gets obliterated by him, and he kind of just turns into what happened to his mom, and he does that to Gabby. He just like fucking murders her friends and destroys her city. Like, starts a war in front of her, and she goes to kill him, and it's like, that's also just such a badass scene for Eren. she's like, I'm gonna fucking kill Eren, and then he walks in and is just like, hey guys, everyone hands on the table, and she's just like, I think she's an S tier character, for sure. And this guy looks like Connie, but he isn't. I don't know who this is. Grice? Wait, what? Isn't that the Falco's last name and this guy's last name? Is that their dad? I don't remember him at all. Sorry. Geisha? Is it Geisha or Grisha? I don't remember. Grisha. Not Geisha. Man, how the fuck do they have this many good characters? I don't understand. How is this physically possible? Oh man, what do I think about Grisha, man? I think it's really believable how he goes like from a zealot to like how he is when he's raising Eren and he's like trying to do better than he did with Zeke. He like actually tries to be a good father for Eren. And the fact that Zeke thinks that, he doesn't know that, obviously, so he like thinks that Grisha also indoctrinated Eren the same way that Zeke did, and then it's revealed no, Eren had a great childhood. That he's just like built different. Is really cool. I like the change in his character. I loved his backstory. Like his POV was very fascinating to witness. I want to put him in S. I think I want him and Sasha's father. I want both of them in low S. This dude, all right, we got Hitler / Stalin. Either one, really. We got Mao Zedong if he was a train conductor in white. What the fuck? Yeah, this guy is a total... I almost said Kodal. This guy is a total cock nugget. If you've ever seen one, this is one. Spotted in broad daylight in 4K Blu-ray television. This guy microwaves hamsters for fun, just to see what happens. He kind of gives me Joseph Mengele. Is that the dude's even his name? Anyway, he's like, he just does messed up shit to people that he doesn't view as people, because he's interested in like how it they work. Like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that this person's spleen looked like that when splattered at like a 45-degree angle. Like, he killed Grisha's sister by feeding her to his dogs. Yeah, he deserves to be killed the way he does by like that Titan. The owl like tosses his ass in there. And... was it Dina? I think Dina's Titan's the one who kills him, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure she is. But I don't remember. I don't remember. But yeah, he has a really satisfying death. This guy is he's probably the worst character. Whoa. I just hit like, what did I hit? F5? That reloads. Alright, well I'm glad it remembers. And then we have Tristan Taylor from Yu-Gi-Oh! Gunther Schultz. Who are you? His head resembles a hazelnut. I have no idea who this is. God, she's one of my favorite characters. I remember her last name is Zoe. I don't remember her first name. Oh, it starts with an M, I think. Cut me some slack. It's after midnight. Oh, what the fuck is her name? All I can think of right now is Sasha Browse. I'm so dumb. But, Hanji. Why did I think it started with an M? I might be mentally handicapped. Anyway, Hanji? I think... okay, am I saying it? Yeah, Hanji Zoe. I got it. One of my... she's in my top 5. But is she GOAT status? The way she's introduced is very entertaining. I do enjoy both her, like, silly, like... chaotically passionate side and her like serious like commander side. I enjoy both. Unfortunately, I don't think that they work. Like when she transitions from one to the other and back and forth, I mean it's she slowly becomes more so the commander the later it goes, because shit just kind of hits the fan eventually and she like adapts to that. She's still like, I don't know, like here But I think that's the thing keeping her out of the top 3 is I don't know how they could have improved that, but like, yeah, I'm not about to like give advice or even try to like think about how I could have done better. This story was like, yeah, it's like I'm criticizing the Bible if I try to do that, but I love Hanji. The way she like is trying to learn how the Titans work, and then Eren is able to turn into one. So she's like, "Oh, are you like?" The way she takes interest in him is very entertaining. Um, it's really cool that she becomes the commander after Erwin. Like, I don't know. You'd think Levi would. I don't know. He's not really like. He's a good leader. I don't know. Yeah, you would think Levi would. She's such like an interesting choice for that, and she does such a good job as well, which is probably exactly why Erwin gave her the role. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say about her than that. I mean, she's just kind of a very good, entertaining character. I don't remember his name, but this is the guy who like saves Eren and Mikasa from the Smiling Titan, and then like goes back and is like, "All right, I'll save your mom," and then she's just like, and he's just like, ah, and he like runs away as soon as he can, as fast as he can, and later, like that same Smiling Titan, I just realized right now, like he dies to the Smiling Titan later, so it's like, fuck, like that's crazy. He dies to the Titan that he like ran away from in fear in like episode 1, bro. And that's like a huge moment for Eren where he just starts laughing maniacally, like, I'm so fucking useless. He's a great plot. I don't know if plot device is the right word, Hannes, but he definitely makes the plot do really cool things around him. Um, as a character, I think he works fairly well. I'd give him a high B. Is this Historia? Yeah, that's Historia. She's like in a room made of butter. I don't know. I almost thought this guy was giving a thumbs up. But Historia and Emir are believable as a couple. I enjoy the moment where Historia is like trying to save this injured person in the snow, but she knows it's impossible, and she's like hoping that she's actually counting on it being impossible so that she can die with the person that she's trying to save and then be known as like a kind person to the end. But like Emir is like, yeah, you're full of shit. I see right through all your nonsense. And their dynamic is really cool in that sense because Emir was somebody who like faked everything about herself her whole life. So now she's like all like against faking shit. So they're perfect together for that reason. Later when she becomes the queen, I don't know, I mostly just love the moment where Eren kisses her hand and sees the fucking rumbling and is just like that definitely sounds like a mid B tier character. Oh, what is her name? She's like Sleepy Girl that the other idiot guy likes. Hitch. What's her name? Her last name? Dreiss. Is that German? I like her hair. But I don't really have much to say about her. I mean, she's a pretty underdeveloped character, but only by Attack on Titan standards. I think she's still like, I don't know, like high C. Who is this? Isla Lagnar. What is going on with her? What's she writing? I don't remember her. Man, I'm so sad. And then we have like a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Isabel Magnolia? Is that a prison jumpsuit? Who are you? Annie who grew up and is about to summon Tibbers? No idea. Is this Pixis's cousin? Jaeger. Oh, is this Eren's grandpa? I think that might... I'm so slow, bro. I know Grisha's dad The thing is I remember him when he was younger. I don't remember him when he shows up and he's older. And I watch this not even be him and he's like somewhere else and I'm full of shit. If this is Grisha's father, I think he's about equivalent to Falco and his brother. Is this John? Dude, look how suave this man is. Hide your girl, hide your wife. Hide your husband too, because they're fucking everybody out here. He's one of the best characters in the show. He's like a perfect representation of Attack on Titan for me. One of the best quality characters. Not my favorite character. Attack on Titan, as of right now, is like my 5th favorite, maybe 4th. I don't know, let me think. Solo Leveling, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I might like it more than Demon Slayer. I'm not sure. It's a really neck and neck battle for 4th place there. But yeah, John is such a good. He's like an average. He's like a guy. He's just like a dude, and everyone. He's like next to like psychopaths in like the Terminator, and Albert Einstein, and he's just like a dude. And he still does all this crazy shit. He's such a good leader. He's so intelligent. He's so resourceful. It's always. I don't think there was a single time on screen where he was on screen where I wasn't like, okay, what's gonna happen now? So he's like, there's like a certain level of moderate entertainment every time he's on screen, and he's not really like that funny of a character. He's like really serious. So it's interesting how he's entertaining. I don't know. I guess it's just that he's that relatable. And I still don't like him as much as Zeke and Reiner. He's like there. Is this order about? Yeah, I mean, I said I would come back, and I mean I will, but like most of these are where I would think they would go. This is Reiner's mom, who was like indoctrinating him, but then again, so did every other like. I don't even remember their fucking names. The subjects of Ymir, pretty much, in Marley. All of them were taught that the people of Parody were evil. So, she was another person who did that. I don't remember much about her other than that, unfortunately. So I can't put her higher than, like, this character, who is basically in I4 Gore tier, but, like, one above that. And this guy's just, like, a douchebag. I didn't like anything about him, including his death, really. I mean, it was satisfying to watch him die, but I just don't like watching people get hurt, so it wasn't really that fitting. Well, not fitting, but it wasn't enjoyable. Carl Fritz. The name rings a bell. Picture does not. That just looks like Santa Claus is like underwater. He's submerged in olive juice, man. I if only there was a better picture, maybe I'd remember who Carl Fritz is. Sounds very kingly. Is this the king that... I don't fucking know. Is this the king that, like, built the walls? I know there was a king that, like, the original Fritz... Not the original Fritz, because that's this guy. But, like, the one 1900 years later who built the walls might be this guy. And he's, like, the worst king, statistically, because he, like... put everyone in a box and was like, alright, we're gonna be peaceful here for a bit, come and kill us whenever, really. Well, man, I mean, not super quick, because we got Titans in the walls. We can release some Rumble in action, some rap and Rumble action, if you mess with us, but like, yeah, I mean, like, 100 years, yeah, just come and fuck us up. If that's who this guy is, then, yeah, I don't know where to put him, but, I don't like him. This is Sasha's, like, adopted sister? She was orphaned because her mom got eaten by a Titan who was, like, the smallest Titan for some reason, and Sasha saves her. And then she, like, goes to kill Gabby because Gabby kills Sasha, but then she gets stopped, and then later Gabby, like, saves her. I forget what from, which is, like, a really cool moment. But that being said, I don't know. She's like here. Oh, the commandant. I forget his name, but I love this guy. The way he goes out at the end with a bang is so awesome. That's such a good moment, man. Gotta be at least here, if not like around Armin. You know, Armin is a little low. Do I like Armin more than Bertold? Maybe I'm doing this a little too early. Yeah, I'll come back. Kenny, I really like Kenny. Like everyone's drunk on something is awesome. His relationship with other king guy that I forget, who is like this guy's brother, I think. I don't remember. But he's like friends with this guy, even though this guy and like they were like fighting to the death. But then like this guy bowed and was like, I don't remember their exchange, but they like became friends, and it was like really interesting. Like their dynamic shouldn't have worked, but it did. And Kenny is also he's like Levi's uncle, and his sister Levi's mom dies, so he takes Levi in and like teaches him everything he knows, and that's why Levi is such a beast, because of Kenny. And I love his lines. He's like around Zeke, I think. I like Kenny about as much as Zeke. Why do I like Reiner so much? I would have never thought. I guess like how depressed he is, I relate to. Like, I don't know like why I feel so much guilt, but I do find myself in my life feeling like I'm not allowed to enjoy things, and I feel like I've committed an atrocity for just like having a passion. Unfortunately, I don't know. Like some early part of my life has triggered that to be a thing. So like, I can't say that I've destroyed millions, or like I don't know. He's not killed millions of people, but like he's killed thousands maybe. Him destroying like Wall Maria led to like 20% of the Wall's population being killed, right? Well, I mean that was the poor leadership, but you know, indirectly, he's killed a lot of people basically, and he feels really bad for that, and that's probably why I like him so much. I see a lot of myself in him, and this is like number three's mom from Codename Kids Next Door. I forget. Umabito. Zumabito. This is like the lady who is there for financial gain, but then like when shit like the world starts fucking ending, she's like, all right, money doesn't matter. Let's do anything we can to fix this plane and stop Eren. And also like the reveal that the Ackermans are like distant relatives of the Uzumabito or whatever the people are called was really cool. Her as a character, I don't know, she's like fine. This is the Warhammer Titan. She's like this guy's relative or like sister or something, I'm not sure. I don't even know her name. Does it say? Laura Tiber. I remember Tiber is this guy's last name. Which yeah, I just said twice basically. Redundant. Her as a character, she's kind of a nothing burger character, and her as the Warhammer Titan, very underwhelming. Kind of has a similar, like, she does about as well as Frida. Maybe a little bit better than Frida. So, like, definitely not C tier. But, I don't know. She just kind of impales Eren, and then he's like, okay, cool, I'll just, like, rip your sperm out of the floor and then start chewing. Oh, fuck, this is hard. Hey, Porco, come over here. I don't know, it was like kind of lame, but I at least enjoy the fact that she is basically just a walking one-up mushroom for Eren, or like power-up for Eren. Lionheart. This is Annie's adopted father who like teaches her how to beat people's asses. I like their relationship. Him as a character, don't really care about there, maybe. You know, I like him more than Frida. I like him more than this guy. I like him more than that. He's about the same as Flock. Sorry, man. That's it. I know them's fighting words, but still. And then I have no idea who this is. Luis? I don't remember what this is. Her hair looks like a spider, like kind of like her. You know what her hair looks like? It looks like Aaron's founding titan during the rumbling. And she looks like she heard me say that, and that's why she looks so depressed. This guy, oh, who the fuck is this guy? Is this the guy that Emir eats? This is like the guy who has the jaw titan. Yeah, Marcel. This is the guy who has the jaw titan when Annie, Bertold, and Reinhardt leave. He's like their leader or whatever. He has the jaw titan, and they're like going, and Emir, as like a pure titan, eats him, but only because he saves. Why am I calling him Reinhardt? Also, his name is Reina. He saves Reina by pushing him out of the way and gets eaten, and that's why Emir has the jaw titan. He's also the only reason Reina has the armored titan, because he like manipulated the higher ups, which is really interesting. That being said, that's a lot of plot device stuff. Him as an actual character, I don't even remember. So I think I like him about that much, about as much as Aaron's mom. This is the guy who overheard Reina. Almost called him Reinhardt again. Dude, I'm so tired. He's like John's best friend. Yeah, Marco. What's his last name? Babbitt. Is that really his last name? Marco Babbitt. But yeah, he's like a really nice guy. He has a really cool moment where he tells John that he's not strong, but that's why he's such a good leader, because he like knows what other weak people are feeling. His death is also really fucking like gruesome and sad. I enjoy him a lot, I'd say. Here's the guy that Sleepy Girl likes. I forget his name as well. Marlo Frudenberg. Dude, your hair. The bull haircut, bro. That has to be illegal, bro. Ask for the unforeseen consequences. Even Justin Bieber's doing better than that. Where do I rank? I don't even remember his name, and I just read it. Mr. Frudenberg here. Where do I put him? He rides to his death along with Erwin and Justin Bieber, and he dies, unfortunately, while Justin Bieber survives. He believes John when like nobody else does, and he like is, even though he's dumb, he's like smart enough to see through that. And I find his stupidity very entertaining. But that being said, he's probably king of C tier, if not like here. And then these two characters are like moving down here. And then who is this guy? This is like the guy who's second to Levi, right? Charius? You sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know what your name is. If this is the guy who like the Beast Titan or like Zeke tries to get information out of, and he's like takes it to his grave and gets eaten. I don't know. That's a neat scene. Makes us wonder. But where's another character that does something similar? I don't know. He's like not that. There's not much going on with him. I don't know about there. Maybe. Erwin's dad. I really enjoyed his plot point. He's probably in B somewhere. Do I like him more than Annie? Yeah, I mean, she's kind of boring. I don't know. Who is this guy? Nanaba. Isn't Nanaba in Japanese like nonetheless or something like that? I don't know. I have no idea who this is. This is like the priest guy they try to get information out of, and he just is like, he's very tight-lipped. He doesn't say anything, and then eventually gets executed by the military police. I don't know. He's fine. He kind of exists. This guy is the Marlene chef who Sasha loves his cooking, but then she like dies, and he's like really sad because she was the one who enjoyed his cooking the most, and so he was gonna like get revenge by killing Gabby, but then that's kind of like the moment where Sasha's dad, who I don't know where, he's right here, is like, no, don't kill her. And he like forgives his daughter's murderer. And this guy like has like a character moment where he like learns, okay, revenge is not the answer. And it's like really cool. I also just think it's adorable how much he like is happy for Sasha appreciating his cooking. That's just really, really wholesome. So I have to put him like up here somewhere, probably higher above Marco. And this guy I don't remember. He's like a military policeman, right? Because Pixis is the commander of the garrison. Irwin's the scouts. This guy is like a friend of Irwin's, I think. An old friend of Irwin's. They talk a lot. And he's like kind of unsure whether or not to believe Irwin whenever they're like gonna have the coup or whatever to depose all the, like the corrupt officials. So it's kind of interesting to have him as like a middleman who's like, not really a middleman, but like kind of a dissenter, but like not a strong dissenter. It's just like a mild dissenter, and he's like unsure where his like loyalty lies, or like what he thinks is the right decision to make. It's interesting to have, if he, the story is made a lot better by him being there. And he also, I think he has a really cool moment with Gabby and Falco, right? Oh yeah, because like, I don't remember who it was. But like, I think it was Falco's brother, and Falco and this guy was gonna like put Gabby back in prison, or so he said to the other guys as he walked like away, knowing that Falco and his brother were around the corner, and he was gonna like give Gabby back to them and be like, all right guys, you can escape now. Like, he's a good guy at heart, makes the story a lot better. I like him a lot. I have no idea where to put him, however. I think I like him about as much as this guy that I forget the name of. Heineken? What was his name? Hannes Heineken. And Mr. Capone? Is that him? I don't remember his name. Onyan Capone. I don't remember that much about him, but I do remember that he was willing to die for freedom, which is like really commendable and really awesome. And he was kind of just like, he was a recruit, but he wasn't as corrupt as Flock, or I don't remember her name. Is she on here actually? Where's the like really tall this girl that I forget the name of? She's like 6'3". I didn't know that, but yeah, she's like tall, man. But even though he's on the same side as them, they don't tell him anything, which I think is hilarious. He's like in B, I don't know, somewhere. The like guy who's an asshole to Aaron on Levi's squad, and when Levi's squad is wiped, he's like, his death kind of feels bad. Like, makes us feel for this guy, even though he's a total douche nugget, a total cockwad. But I don't know, he's like an entertaining asshole. But only in hindsight. When it's happening, you're like, oh, I hate this guy. So definitely like C somewhere. I don't think he's as good as Flock, which now that I look, I think Flock is here, if not higher. Yeah, Flock is like way too low. What? I enjoy him more than Annie. He's probably like there. What the fuck? Why was he so low? Is this Petra? Who is this? Yeah, this is Petra. I don't like the look on her face. Oh, her death is crazy. It's like she dies, and then before Levi can say to her father that she's dead, he like is like, "Oh, how's Petra doing?" And Levi just has like this 1,000-yard stare. It's like, fuck. And she's like a really good support for Aaron. I think she's like one of the ones who kind of gets him to believe in the Levi squad over his like undying bloodlust. She's definitely B, but I'm not sure where in B. Probably like above her. This is, who is this? Pete? What's her name? Peak. Similar to Pete. Peak Finger. She's the cart titan, and it was funny watching her pull one over Aaron, and like the scene where he like has a cut on his finger and he's like aura farms on her and is like right up to the gun and is just like, you're not gonna shoot me, and actually I'm gonna fucking murder you if you don't like prove your loyalty to me or some shit. And she like is like, all right, yeah, well, let's go on the roof and I can show you where like my allies are hiding. And he's like, and like his wound like heals instantly as he's like, fine. Is like so fucking cool. I love Aaron, but yeah, she's just kind of like a decent character. I like her more than Historia. I like her more than Falca. I like her more than him. Not as much as him though. This guy, is this Porco? Yeah, Porco Galliard. This guy has one of my favorite voice actors as his VA. So huge, gigantic, bong hongalahoos sized bias. Because every time this man opens his mouth, I'm eating good. So like, I don't know what that was either. He's definitely like up there. Do I like him more than Rhina's entire character just because he has a cool fucking voice? I think I am that shallow. I think he might even be like my 5th favorite character just because of how he sounds. His character is also like, he's the Jaw Titan after Ymir, so he's the one who ate Ymir. He does that. She dies off camera to him eating her, and how he uses the jaw. I mean, he doesn't do a bad job. He like puts up a decent fight against Aaron twice, and it's really fucking funny to me how he gets used as a can opener by Aaron to get the like Warhammer Titan. I don't know where I put her. Out of the crystal. Like that moment is so funny. His character is pretty good. It's like a high B, but his voice actor is like Overhaul from My Hero Academia, so I kind of he's there. Is this Zachary? Premier Zachary. I'm still not really sure what his position is, because is he the one in charge of the military police? Or is it this guy? I don't remember. This is some kind of a question I was meaning to ask my friend Chiri. I was watching Attack on Titan with, but there just was never really a good time to ask. Premier Zachary, just every time he walked into the room, it was like he was the highest authority. Like, but at the same time, it was very democratic. Like everyone it had to be unanimous or like majority vote. He couldn't just like be like, all right, overruled, and I want to do this, so we're doing this. But people definitely respected the hell out of him. When he got assassinated by the Jaegerists, it was like, holy fuck, the president is dead. Even though Historia is like factually the leader, like she's the queen, and like, but when he dies, it's like, fuck. Which is like, he's such a confusing character in like the hierarchy kind of sense, but as a character in the story, he's really cool. He also has All for One's voice from My Hero Academia, which boosts him a lot. He's in A or S, but I'm not sure exactly where. Probably an A, just because I don't really care as much about what he does as a character. I love Dina Fritz as like, she's so high in A because of the plot twists. I don't know, like this guy's probably like, I don't know about Marco. What is your name? Ramsey. Okay, it's not Abdul. Where the fuck did I get Abdul from, bro? Your hat is like the hat that the monkeys wear when they like dance in the street or whatever. So this kid is like a pickpocket who is like trying to earn enough money from stealing so that his family can, like his family of immigrants are like able to have a future, which is like really honorable, and he loses a hand like because of his crime, and he keeps going for his family, which I think is really admirable. His death is probably the coolest death in the whole series, just because like biggest, most obvious rumbling victim, but like the fact that Aaron saves him and then fucking apologizes, like bawling his eyes out. He's like, I'm sorry. Doesn't even say why, because there's like, what's the point of telling him? There's no point in telling him. It's like set in stone how everything's gonna go. So that's just like probably one of the coolest moments in the show for me. Is like Aaron just apologizing to this kid that he saved because he knows he's gonna fucking die. Exactly in the like a saw like death. He just like gets squished like an insect. I don't know where to put him though. I don't know, he's like, I don't know, like here. And here we got Ezreal again. Oh, is she like the lead, one of the lead commanders underneath Pixis whenever Aaron was gonna seal up Walmaria's hole? And she's like against the plan, but then this other guy that I don't remember the name of, he's probably one of the guys in here, I don't know, was like with Mikasa when she was like, I don't care if Aaron tried to beat the shit out of me, now he's lying on the ground, useless to us, like, he'll wake up, he'll do it. And there was like a guy, she was like, yeah, you're full of shit, let's like leave and save as many lives as we can. We've wasted too many already for your dumbass plan. And then this other guy who I don't remember, maybe it's this guy? I don't remember. But she's the one she's like the dissenter for that, and I appreciate that. She's also very capable. I don't know, I like her about as much as Petra. Is this like Carl Reese or whatever his name? Rod Reese. Carl. Yeah, it's Carl Jobs, dude. I don't like his face. I don't like his Titan. I don't really like his family. I don't like his stupid crystal house. I don't like how cowardly he is. Maybe my least favorite character in the show. Alright, who are you? Samuel. Is this like the guy that Armin has to shoot? I don't remember. That's Sasha, right? She's so dark. She's a like night. Sasha is a great character. I like her about as much as Connie, if not more. I like her more than Connie. Is she S tier? Really high A? Do I like her as much as her father? I don't think so. I think she's tops out at A. That's surprising. I kind of thought in my head like she's S. The fucking girl that kills her is higher. It's messed up. Oh, this guy has the coolest name, but I don't remember what it was. He's voiced by Madara also, which is like another huge bonus. I want to see his freaking name. Theo McGaff. Yeah. Yeah. He has a conscience. Or a conscience. He has a conscience. Yeah, so do I. We have that in common. He has a conscience, but he's like still doing terrible things for like the good of the country or whatever. And like he has the same death as the commandant guy that I like. But so they're definitely at least equal. Which one do I like more? I think I like the commandant slightly more. Guy who plays catch with Zeke. Doesn't he have the Beast Titan before him as well? I don't recall. But he was like the one who came up with euthanasia for like the subjects of Emir plan, right? Eldians, that's what they're called. The Eldian like euthanasia plan, where like he wanted to use the founding Titan and Zeke's royal heritage to like make all Eldians unable to bear children, so it would remove the ability, like the Titan curse from the world over time in a peaceful way. So he's like the original one that came up with that. I think it's really cool that he like started playing catch with Zeke, and that's why Zeke like throws rocks Where's Zeke? There he is. I might have to move Zeke up. I'm not really sure if I like Reiner more. I was gonna say we're 10 hours in, or we're 1 hour into the 10 hours of Wii menu music. It can't be running out. I think he's a B tier character. Probably more than him, less than her. And I have no idea who this is. Looks like a generic. Who the fuck is this? I was sleeping whatever episode he was like in. He looks like a random like other anime character. Anyway, the like guy who had the founding titan but was like kind of chill about it. He's just kind of like really cool. I like him a lot. The fact that he like Kenny threw a fucking knife at him and he caught it in his hand, like with his hand, like through his hand like an inch from his neck, and then proceeded with the fucking knife still in his hand to bow to Kenny and be like, "Oh, let's not fight anymore, man." And then it actually fucking works, and like Jack the Ripper on drugs is like, "Oh yeah, sure, let's be pals." Dude has gigantic frickin' balls, man. I respect it. This guy, he's related to the Warhammer, Willie Tiber. He's related to her, and it's like unclear at first, like which one of his family. There's like a huge family in the room, and it's like, oh, it's one of them has the Warhammer Titan, and it's like who, nobody knows who, which was neat to like find out it was like this random lady. So he's like a politician that's like trying to improve Eldian reputations in Marley as well as the whole world, seemingly. And he has this really cool speech where he like declares war while Eren is like below him listening and like turns into the Titan and like through the stage and eats his ass, and it's like a really cool scene. That being said, I think he's neat, but don't really care for him that much. So I don't really know. Like, I'm looking in the bottom of B tier, and I'm just wondering where to stick him. I think we're moving these 4 characters into the top of C, and he will be the new benchmark for the bottom of B. I forget her name, but I like her. Yelena. She's like my first, one of my few spoilers I had before watching Attack on Titan, where I thought she was Armin. She looks so similar to him. I don't even remember where he is now. There he is. They look so similar, and she makes like this crazy face down at him, and I thought that it was Armin looking down at like himself, or like it was like a Titan version of Armin looking down at him, but no, she's a completely separate character, and so she's like a person who is saved by Zeke and started worshiping him as God, and it doesn't really care how things progress as long as she's there to see it. And so the reason she makes the face at Armin, I looked it up, is because there's an earlier scene where Armin like pretends that he believes in her cause and believes in like Zeke or whatever, and he's like crying over it, and she's like overjoyed to see that he supports her cause. But like later, because of how she overhears him talking, and it, like based on what he's saying, it's like obvious that what the earlier statement was like him trying to manipulate her, and it was like a lie. So she like looks at him pissed off because she's like, "You're a fucking fake ass bitch." Other than that, I don't really like her. She just kind of forces her way into a higher tier just because she's so interesting. She demands attention when she's on screen. She's also like one of the higher ranking Jaegerists. She like worked with Eren very closely. It's like her and Flock are like the big boys pretty much. So we have fake Ymir and real Ymir. We have Ymir, who is just like a girl who was thought to be like, I don't even remember the exact plot behind her, but basically she was like a fake ruler of like a cult, perhaps it was a cult, I don't remember, but I know that it was found out and they blame her even though she was like she knew she wasn't the leader the whole time, and was just doing that to appease them. And when they blame her, she also is like, yeah, I did it, and like she takes all the blame to keep appeasing people, and gets turned into a pure titan, which then leads her to eating I forget his name. He's around here somewhere. Oh, I forget what. Yeah, this guy. She eats this guy, and then turns into the Jaw Titan, regains her consciousness, and vows to never bullshit anyone ever again. And the reveal that she's the Jaw Titan is like really cool. It's early enough that I wasn't really aware of how that, like, the nine like shifters like worked. I wasn't entirely sure. I still was kind of like holding out, like, not hope, but I was like thinking that like that was how it worked. Like, oh, all the Titans are people. There's like people in there, but there aren't. It's only the 9 that have people inside them. Ymir, I really like. I like her about as much as Connie and like Pixis. I think I like her a lot. Real Ymir, hard to say. She's like the reason the whole story happens, because like she like falls in the water and gets attached to by the source of all life or whatever it's called, and she becomes the first Titan and is like the founding Titan. Her Titan is like the second biggest in the series, I think. The only one bigger is Eren. And she's like Stockholm Syndrome.jpg, but like that's cool. Or not that it's cool, but it's like, yeah, I relate to that. I too try to like appease any threats that I detect as like somebody who I'm scared of. I try to manipulate them in a way where I'm not a threat, so I like try to help them or like talk them up or whatever. And she literally can't talk. She has her tongue cut out, so that's maybe a poor comparison, but I know that she's like a slave for... Where is he? He's not in C tier? Am I blind? Oh, he's right here. She's a slave for this guy, and she lets pigs out, so he has her executed, but she like runs away and gets like shot with arrows, falls into the water, down this like tree, and that's when this like sea creature, like the source of life, attaches to her spine and like makes her into the founding Titan. And she uses that power, even though this guy ordered her death, to like serve him for the rest of her life. Eventually, like somebody throws a spear at him to kill him, and she blocks the spear with her body. And like before she dies, she like expects him to show some like compassion for her, but he doesn't. And that kind of just starts her whole like 2,000 years in this like path dimension place of just like not being able to let go of him, like not just him, but like he commanded her to do, like get up and keep working. Like that's kind of why she was waiting for 2,000 years for somebody like Eren to come along and put a stop to all the like repeated cycles of not like hatred. I don't want to like say Naruto shit, but like yeah, like, and I think her story is really like relatable, really cool. Yeah, I love like the whole paths thing, and the fact that she's the reason the Titans are even like able to form and move. And I mean, they have like a photosynthesis kind of thing, so there's real world logic there. But like, she's the one who builds them, like their physical bodies, in this like timeless dimension. But time still flows. It's just like, I don't know. I'll leave that for smarter people to describe. Just know that I really like her. She's like high up here somewhere. And who the hell are you, Zofia? I don't remember you. Alright, is this my list? Yeah, these are probably my 3 least favorite characters. This guy's really boring. I don't really remember these 2. I thought he was boring, but less boring than them, and I thought she was really underwhelming. This guy is kind of cool, but I don't know, he doesn't do anything. And he's like meant to hype up the Beast Titan by being like, oh, I'm second to Levi, and then he immediately gets scrunched. But like, I don't know, really unsatisfying. C is just kind of people that I either don't like, find boring, or like uninteresting. This guy's death is just so good. He's the only reason he's this high. Could be lower. Um, yeah, I think C is fine. Maybe this guy up one. Willie Tiber, bottom of B. I think I like him more than these two people. Poor Petra. Oh god. Petra's death is like so fucked up. That's the whole reason she's so high. And I guess that she's like nice to Aaron. That's pretty nice in general. And I really need to wrap this up. It's 1 a.m. now. I am just too tired to have proper commentary, unfortunately. But I'll just like skim this. Yeah. Historia. Yeah, I like Historia a lot. Why is Aaron's grandpa so high up? He tells Grisha like to just suck it up and deal with the racism pretty much, and that like makes Grisha even more like no. So I guess that makes sense why I have him so high up. I like Peak. I like this guy. What's his name? Nile Doc. You have a cool name, man. Haynes? It's something like that. A tier. Yeah, it's about, I'd say. Yeah. I like Connie a lot. Maybe I like Emir more. Dean's Twist is crazy. I love Sasha. Emir at bottom of S. I'm okay with it. I really like Sasha's dad. It's like the craziest like thing to accept. Like your child's killer, and you let go of revenge. Like how the fuck? I couldn't do that. I really like Grisha as a character. He works so well at every role that he has. I love Gabby's character arc. John is probably the most relatable character, if not like second to Reiner maybe, for me. Kenny is just entertaining. I love his lines. I love his like character design, like how he's kind of like a cowboy, but he's also a serial killer. But he's also like he has the ODM gear, and he has guns in like this world where like they don't really have guns yet because they're like stuck in the old times. I don't know. I really like Kenny. Zeke. The relatableness of him having a shit childhood sticks with me as well. I love the fact that him and this guy playing catch like turns into his Beast Titan like throwing rocks. I love his relationship with Aaron, where like he thinks that his little brother just needs like support because he's been indoctrinated, but then he realizes that Aaron is like, not only is he so far gone, he's like so far gone in a way that he couldn't even like comprehend. So it's like, man, you feel bad for him. The way he dies, he fights Levi twice and gets fucked up both times, but he survives. And the way at the end where he like pokes out of like Aaron's founding time is like, "Yo, Levi, how's it going, man?" And Levi's just like, "Fuck you, bitch," and he just cuts his head off. Oh, it's such a great death. Man, I love Zeke as a character. Alright, Rhina. The plot armor titan. Is he in the right spot? The scene where he has a fucking gun in his mouth and he takes it out, it like... Oh, man. He's just such a good character, and also just like the kind of character I like. Like he's so traumatized that he like develops multiple personality disorder and locks away emotions to like deal with that trauma because it's just too much. I relate to that too. I don't think I have multiple personality disorder, but I've definitely like experienced the emotional not stunting, but like locking it away and having to rediscover it. That's like really special to me. And Hanji, her death is awesome. Her character is awesome. I love pretty much everything she does. Porco, he just like, I love his voice actor mostly, but yeah, he's also very fun to watch when he's like the Jaw Titan and doing cool shit as the Jaw Titan. Mikasa, come on, man, it's Mikasa. She's a fucking beast. She's really her relationship with Eren is like half the plot, if not more. She's so super important. I think the only reason she's not in GOAT status is because she is really quiet, and her character isn't as like, look at me like this character. I forget her name again. Man, Yelena. She's like the opposite in terms of character presence as Yelena, volume-wise, but in terms of actions, she's like, her actions speak louder than any words, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I think I like her about 4th. And is this what I think? Is this my top 3? Levi, Irvin. Is it Irvin or Irwin? Irwin. Yeah, it's Irwin. It's like somebody going win, like win in all caps because he's a fucking goat. I don't know. I just recently watched the backstory for like how Levi was recruited, because Irwin's like saw through his plan to assassinate him from the beginning. He's just such a fucking goat, bro. Irwin is just him. He's him. He's fucking him. But then Levi is goddamn Faker, and he's everything I love in an anime character. He's like the unstoppable badass that doesn't lose a single time. His only L's that he takes are like not in fair fights. Even a lot of unfair fights, he wins those too. Kenny shows up with like 60 goons. Yeah, he just like dodges all their gunfire and still almost destroys Kenny. Good thing he had a chair to block that shotgun. Like, or he would have been completely toasted and roasted. Levi also beats him in the cave too, I think. Like, Levi's fight with the Beast Titan, both of them. Every like moment where Levi's doing anything, he's just like a swirling blade of fucking death and badassery. I just love him. He's everything I love in a character. That being said, Eren is the complete package. He's a badass aura farmer like Levi. He doesn't really... He loses, but like his losses feel really important. Like, in how unimportant they are sometimes. Like, oh, it's completely futile. What you're like, I don't care how much courage you have, how much like drive you have. You're useless. You're weak. You can't do anything. So his losses just feel like super disheartening, but it doesn't really make him discouraged as much as it just makes him even more fucking angry. And like, ever since he touches, like, he kisses Historia's hand when she's giving him like the award or whatever, and sees the rumbling and sees the whole future or whatever, and like all of Grisha's memories, and he's just like looking for any excuse to like, is there any way I can change this? Is there anything that I can do to stop the world from ending? And in his heart of hearts, he wants it to happen. So he's like, he knows it's gonna happen no matter what. Which is why he's like apologizing to Kumquat over here. I don't know, like this guy, because he's like, yeah, this is happening no matter what. But like the one thing that can stop him is if Mikasa was like, I love you, or like you're precious to me or whatever. Instead, she was like, you're my family, and he was just like, okay, bet, and he blew up the earth. No, not really. But that's at least what I take away from him, like crying to Armin in like the paths or whatever. Was it the paths? I don't remember where. They were in like some weird dimension, and he was like dead, but like not quite dead. And he was talking to Armin about it, and he was like, I want Mikasa to like not think about nobody else other than me for 10 years or something before she gets over my death. or something to that effect. So, man, fuck this music. I can only take an hour and 10 minutes of that shit. But I just love specifically how important Aaron is to the plot. I love everything he does pretty much, especially after he like becomes like a cold badass. I love that he like fucking puts a bullet through his own eye, saws off his leg, and pretends to be like a war like refugee or like an injured like dude when he could heal at any time, and he does when he's talking to Rhina. Oh my god! And like how OP he gets the armored Titan. He already has the attack and founding Titans. He is going for the jaw too, but the plot armored Titan shows up. Oh my god, I love his founding Titan design where it's like the giant fucking bones and then like him as like his arms and his head. That's like his little like twig feet at the back kind of ruined it, but I love that fucking image so much. Uh, the ending of the show, I mostly like it. I know a lot of people hate it. I mostly like it. I would give the ending an 8 out of 10. I would give the show a 10 out of 10. These three guys, fucking love them. They're the best. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go do something else now. Hope you enjoyed the tier list, subscribe or whatever. See you later.